Hi, it's Brooke, and I just wanted to share with you how I recreate box meals. So we've tried 3 different box meals: HelloFresh, Home Chef, and Plated. And I just used kept the recipes that we really liked, and then I just recreate them with stuff that's easy to find here or that I have on hand. So I'm going to share with you some recipes that I recreated for my box meals. First one we're going to recreate is the Beyond Meat tacos with pico de gallo and cilantro lime crema. So I didn't buy any Beyond Meat, and we had shrimp in the fridge, or in the freezer I mean, so I'm using shrimp instead of the Beyond Meat. And so for the ingredient, I bought grape tomatoes, I had sweet peppers from another recipe, I got lime, cilantro, I had a red onion on hand, and I didn't use 2 whole red onions because I don't need it for the meat, and we just don't like as much onion. I used the jalapeno instead of the serrano chili, and then everything else I got. And then we have Cholula in the house, and the chorizo spice mix I do not own, but I do have a taco and fajita mix seasoning, so I'm going to use that instead. And then the tortillas and the sour cream. And so first I just chopped everything up like it said. Instead of having the grape tomatoes, I cut them into quarters because we like them a little smaller. Then everything else I cut the same. I chop my cilantro because you can't get like 1/4 ounce at the store, so I just took out a chunk of the bunch, and then I used my kitchen scissors to chop that up. And then I just went through and followed the directions. I'm not warming my tortillas in the oven because it's hot and I don't want to start my oven, but I will show you how I will warm my tortillas. So the only part that I didn't follow is the meat part and then the oven part. So I am cooking my shrimp in the air fryer, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. So here's how my pico turned out with the olive oil, lime. My peppers got a little more chopped up than I wanted. Here's my cilantro lime crema. Here's the Cholula, and it says to put the shrimp in, put the pico on, put the crema on, and then garnish with the cilantro and drizzle the Cholula over the top. So here's my shrimp just done. So I have an air fryer recipe for my shrimp, and it says cook it 6 to 8 minutes, and I just put the taco seasoning and the pepper right on it. So hot it's fogging the camera. So this is what shrimp I'm using. I just get the medium deveined and peeled, no tail, frozen stuff from Walmart. Preheat for 3 minutes and then cook for 6 to 8 minutes, and I did do 8 this time on 400. So now my little tortilla trick. So what I do for my tortillas, and I just buy the soft flour tortillas. We like this size the best, the pack of 20, and we use it for wrap, breakfast burritos, quesadillas, tacos. The kids will put cheese and a hot dog in it and eat it like that. We use these fries just by the 20, and they keep really well. I'm gonna warm up 8, 2 for each of us, or 3 for somebody and 1 for somebody else. What I do, and I learned this from a box meal also. So I just take 2 paper towel sheets and I get them a little damp in the water here, and then I lay it out and wrap my tortillas in there, and then I'll just put this in the microwave for 30 seconds and they're warm and soft for you to eat. So that's what we're gonna do next, and then we will plate up our tacos and I'll show you what the final product looks like. So I'm gonna put my tacos together here, and the little holders are just from Amazon. First I'm gonna scoop a little bit of shrimp into the bottom of my taco. I did use 2 pounds of shrimp, so 2 bags, and then I did cook it a little longer, probably closer to 12 minutes here because they just weren't quite pink enough for me. And then next I'm going to put on my pico, top it off with some crema. I love crema. That's one of my favorite things I learned to make from all my box meals, is some crema, lime juice, or just water and some spice. There's the cilantro I put on the top, and I love cilantro. Oh, it smells so good. Everything smelled good tonight when I was cutting it up. When I was cutting up the lime, oh, it smelled delicious, so fresh, and cilantro always smells good. Now I'm going to drizzle the Cholula over the top. Ooh, got a lot on that one. Here is my beautiful shrimp tacos, and I'm all ready to eat. I have another recreation of a box meal. Tonight we're going to recreate the hot honey chicken from HelloFresh, and I'm going to show you the recipe and what I'm going to do. So here's a look at the hot honey chicken, and I have frozen carrots, and then I'm just going to season them once they're done in the microwave. I'm going to season them with olive oil, and then this fry seasoning that I found on Amazon because I couldn't find it in town here, and then just some salt and pepper, and they'll be fine. I don't want to start the oven to roast these, so we're just going to do the steamable bake. Then now the chicken, you're supposed to cover it with panko breadcrumbs, and these are what I found. Just some whole wheat panko breadcrumbs. Looks like they're the Kikkoman. I think you could probably just use regular breadcrumbs, and then you slather the chicken in sour cream, and then put the breadcrumbs and the fry seasoning again, and some more salt and pepper, and coat them. And I'm using the chicken breast tenders, and then instead of frying it in the frying pan, because I usually make a mess, I'm just going to use my air fryer tonight. And instead of the mashed potatoes that are on here since warm out and I don't feel like mashed potatoes, I just have one of those chopped salad Caesar kits from Walmart, and these are excellent. This is one of our favorite. They have tons of different varieties, so we're just going to have a nice light salad with it. And then the hot honey you spread on afterwards, and I could not find hot honey, so I do have honey, and I figured I could put some of this in a dish and add some Cholula just to make a little hot honey sauce. I did see some hot honey on Amazon, but I didn't notice it until after I purchased this, so if we really like it, I could probably purchase some of the hot honey from Amazon. So that's how I'm going to do it tonight, so I don't have to use the oven and everything, just a little simpler. So my chicken is all done with the panko and fry seasoning breadcrumb, and I'm going to take the hot honey chicken you saw me make and just drizzle it over the top as best I can here. And then these are the carrots with the fry seasoning and olive oil, and then the Caesar salad. So there is my meal for tonight. Hi, I'm here again with another Cook With Me where I'm recreating a box meal recipe. Tonight we're going to be having the turkey chili, and it's from Plated, which is no longer available. I will show you a picture of the recipe card, the front and the back, so you can kind of see the ingredients and the recipe. If you do want to try to make it, you can just screenshot it when it comes up on the video. So I'll do that here after this, and then we're going to get to cooking and cutting everything up and all that good stuff. stuff. Here is the recipe. It's Chipotle turkey chili with black beans and cheddar. And that just tells a little bit about it and how long it takes. And then on this side, so that's like the ingredients and what you'll need in steps 1, 2, and 3. It has recipe tips over here. And I'll scroll down to the bottom here so you can kind of see the rest of the recipe tips. And then 4 and 5. I do not make the little tortilla strips. We just either eat tortilla chips that we have here or crackers or something else. I do not, but otherwise I do everything else. First step is that I'm just peeling the leaves from the cilantro that I bought that I've used for a few different recipes now. And then you're gonna use the cilantro leaves as a garnish, and the stems you're going to chop up real fine, and then when you brown the ground turkey, you're going to put those in there. So I'm just picking out some good ones and de-leafing them, and then putting the stems here to chop. I love the smell of cilantro. I wish they made it in like a perfume with something else. Probably sounds really weird, but I just love the smell so much. Says 1 yellow onion, and I just have some white left in the fridge from another recipe, and then I have my Mueller chopper here cut into a small dice, so I put my small dice blade on there. And there's my perfect little diced onions. It also calls for 4 cloves of garlic, and I have just bought this minced garlic, and right here on the lid it says 1/2 teaspoon, approximately 1 clove. So for 4 cloves I would need 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to add the onion and garlic and cilantro stems into some oil, and then I'm going to put the turkey and chili powder and salt and black pepper in there, and then I'm just going to brown the meat as I go. So next we put in the tomatoes, and I had fresh tomatoes at home, so I just blanched them and crushed them and then froze them. So these are them thawed, so I'm going to use this as 1 can, and then I just bought 1 can of the red gold crushed tomatoes. So I'm going to put those in. And then it says 1 tablespoon of chipotle paste, and I just bought a can of chipotle chilies forever ago and then froze it in 1 little tablespoon scoops. And I forgot to thaw this out, so hopefully that'll thaw good. And then 2 cans of black beans, and I do like bushes. I've used other, but I usually prefer bushes. And it says with the juice. And then 2 cups of water. And you're supposed to get this to a boil. That looks so good. All the colors, it's so pretty. And then once it's to a boil, it says let it simmer for 8 to 10 minutes, and then you add 2 1/4 teaspoons of salt and some black pepper, and then I will top it with some white cheddar, cilantro leaves, and some lime wedges. So right now we are just gonna let this boil. The chili is all simmered and salted and ready to be dished up. So I added my Monterey Jack, my cilantro, my little lime wedge, and I squeezed some juice over the top. So it is time to eat. I hope you enjoyed the 3 meals I recreated from our box meals. They were all super good. The turkey chili is one of our all-time favorites, and it's just been put into our rotation for different chilies that we have here at the house. So let me know what meals you like to recreate over and over, or if you've tried box meals. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.